Sayang kumbang mencari makan, terbang seiring di tepi kali. Selamat datang kami ucapkan, moga diiring restu ilahi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On behalf of the organizer, Tinta Pendidikan Sendirian Berhad, a very good morning to all Tinta families and viewers. We hope you are staying safe wherever you may be. Welcome to the inaugural MOU signing ceremony of Tinta Pendidikan Sendirian Berhad and Universiti Tun Abdul Razak. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. Before I move on to the main agenda of today, I would like to invite Ustad Ubaidah to lead the recitation of dua. Ustad Ubaidah, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم اجعلنا من أهل الخير واجعلنا من أهل البركة واجعلنا من أهل المغفرة اللهم اجعلنا من أهل الجنة واجعلنا من أهل الفردوس أعلى برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم اجعل مجلسنا هذا مجلسا مباركا لأصحابنا وأهلنا وجيراننا وضيوفنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من البرص والجنون والجذام ومن سيء الأسقام. Oh Allah, we seek refuge in you from leprosy, insanity, elephantiasis, and the worst of diseases. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار آمين يا رب العالمين.
Amin Amin Ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Ustad Ubaidah. Next, please rise for the national anthem, Negaraku. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce our honorable VIPs who will be part of the official signing ceremony. Our distinguished speakers, Datin Paduka Zaliza Alias, Chief Executive Officer of King's Education Group, Mr. Hasnul Ismar bin Muhammad Ismail, Director of King's Education Group, Mr. Muhammad Hafizi Mihzan bin Zaidon, Head of Business of Tinta Pendidikan Sendirian Berhad and Principal of Sekolah Tinta, Mr. Amil Izham Hamzah, Chief Executive Officer of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak, Professor Datin Paduka Dr. Samsina Muhammad Sidin, Vice Chancellor of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak, and Mr. Muhammad Fairuz Muhammad Noor, Chief Operating Officer of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak. Now, I would like to invite our first speaker, Mr. Muhammad Hafizi Mihzan, Head of Business of Tinta Pendidikan Sendirian Berhad and Principal of Sekolah Tinta, to deliver his speech. Mr. Muhammad, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mrs. Shafika, our MC for today. To our honorable guest, Mr. Zaliza Alias, Chief Executive Officer, Gain Education Group, Mr. Hasnul Ismar bin Muhammad Ismail, Board of Director, Gains Education Group, Mr. Amil Izham Hamzah, Chief Executive Officer of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak, Professor Datin Paduka Dr. Samsina Muhammad Sidin, Vice Chancellors of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak, Mr. Muhammad Fairuz Muhammad Noor, Chief Operating Officers, Universiti Tun Abdul Razak. Dear teachers, parents, students, and all viewers, thank you for joining our live event today. We appreciate your support a lot. I would like to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to the people and leadership of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak on their great achievements in realizing important development program for future generations. Starting with preliminary discussion with UNIRAZAK earlier this year to finally agreeing terms and holding the MOU signing ceremony today. This truly marks a significant milestone for Sekolah Tinta since its establishment in 2018. Sekolah Tinta is relatively a young institution of primary and secondary private school under the Ministry of Education. Nonetheless, as a principal of Sekolah Tinta, we have been consistent in working towards our aspiration to be the chain makers of STEM education in schools in Malaysia. We are fortunate to embark on this strategic partnership with UNIRAZAK to help us work toward the mission for the benefit of all. Ultimately, the objective of this progress is to contribute towards enhancing the growth prospect of the education industry in Malaysia. The strengthening of the education system needs to be translated into enhancing the effectiveness and efficiencies of school educators and students in meeting the demands of today's world. We believe this will foster a new and deeper understanding in education itself. Building upon this platform of UNIRAZAK and Sekolah Tinta, we look forward to exploring new avenues of collaboration, insyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad, for the great words. Next, it is our pleasure to invite Datin Paduka Zaliza Alias, Chief Executive Officer of Gains Education Group, to deliver her speech. Datin Paduka Zaliza, please.
Thank you, Teacher Shafika. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace, love, and blessing of Allah be upon all of us. Dear honorable guests, Principal Ustaz Muhammad Hafizi bin Zaidon, fondly known by children and everyone as Ustaz Muhammad, as Principal of Sekolah Tinta, Mr. Hasnul Ismar bin Muhammad Ismail, Board of Director, Gains Education Group, Mr. Amil Izham Hamzah, Chief Executive Officer of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak or UNIRAZAK, and Professor Datin Paduka Dr. Samsina Muhammad Sidin, Vice Chancellor of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak, Mr. Muhammad Fairuz Muhammad Noor, the Chief Operating Officer and esteemed team of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak, and the team of Gains Education Group, the teachers, parents, students of Sekolah Tinta, and everyone. On behalf of Gains Education Group, I am delighted to be here today to witness the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between our beloved Sekolah Tinta and our esteemed strategic partner, Universiti Tun Abdul Razak. As part of Gains Education, Sekolah Tinta upholds the mission of building our successes on collaborations. The great collaborations help us to get quicker, work smarter, and achieve more. I am proud to see Sekolah Tinta's community and its public engagement team work tirelessly to build relationships, to inspire learning, and share our love of knowledge with the community, even with the limitations during this lockdown. Education is powerful. It unlocks the minds, even in this lockdown, and it increases opportunities. We see these opportunities as we discussed with UNIRAZAK to unlock more potentials, talents, and growth for our education mission together. For that, inshallah, Games Education Group are looking forward for more collaboration avenues for the schools under our wing soon, inshallah. I would like to thank Professor Zuraida for her calm demeanor yet creative outlook in our exploratory discussions with UNIRAZAK team. Principal Ustaz Muhamad for his relentless energy with his Sekolah Tinta team, a driving force behind this MOU. From Gains Education Group, we are looking forward to working together with everyone to promote and develop our shared vision, to learn from each other, to improve our world for the better. As mentioned by our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the path to seeking knowledge is a path that leads straight to paradise, inshallah. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Datin Paduka Zaliza. It is indeed with great hope that this partnership will flourish with significant development along the way. Now, please enjoy this special video presentation by Gains Education Group.
We are a people from all walks of life. When the life walks, we meet, we create, we move, we improve, we change, we rise. When we rise, we get to the top of our abilities. We strive for perfection. We complete the ecosystem. We mold, we listen, we drive, we play, we challenge, we collaborate. Above all, we connect. When we connect, we are making dreams. We dream of generations of geniuses, happy achievers. When we achieve, it is seamless. We never stop to look into the future. We moved on. The world has progressed. We need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically. When all these connected, the equation gets better. Each child has different strains, different needs, different dreams. Every child has a special gift. So let's give every child an equal chance. We train, we develop, we nurture teachers for the better. Teachers are parents, parents are teachers. We give our all for stronger and better generations. Focus on collaboration instead of competitions. Let's reach to the core of every heart in every class, every room, every space, every mind. Fill them with happiness and they'll be fine. We know this sounds like a dream, but let's get moving. Let's tend to their dreams. There's no telling what we can achieve in a world in which we believe. A world where fish are no longer forced to climb trees. We reach for the height of extraordinaries. We stand tall to witness the rise of geniuses. We can't be stopped. We can't be silenced because we are real. We are alive. We are here and we have happened. We are gains. We gain by connecting through learning. Gains Education Group.
Terbang di awan, burung jentayu. Di atas papan, Patang Solise. Tampillah puan, kami merayu, bersama ucapan pengikat kasih. Moving on, allow me to welcome our next speaker, Professor Datin Paduka Dr. Samsina Muhammad Sidin, Vice Chancellor of Universiti Tun Abdul Razak, to deliver her speech. Professor, please.
Thank you very much. I wish I have a pantun to balas balik yours. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning everyone. Yang berbahagia Datin Paduka Zaliza Alias, Chief Executive Officer Gains Education Group. Yang berusaha Encik Hasnul Ismar bin Muhammad Ismail, Board of Director Gains Education Group. Yang berusaha Encik Muhammad Hafizi Mihzan Zaidon, Head of Business, Tinta Pendidikan Sdn Berhad and Principal of Sekolah Tinta. Yang berusaha Encik Amil Izham Hamzah, Chief Executive Officer UNIRAZAK. Yang berusaha Encik Muhammad Fairuz Muhammad Noor, Chief Operating Officer UNIRAZAK. Esteemed Senior Management of UNIRAZAK, representatives from Tinta Pendidikan Sdn Berhad, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you today to the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between UNIRAZAK and Sekolah Tinta, which marks the beginning of a meaningful collaboration between the two institutions. We are pleased and excited to partner with Sekolah Tinta, and we always believe that the way forward for tertiary educational institutions in the face of rising challenge is to pursue mutually beneficial collaborations rather than intensify counterproductive competitions. With Sekolah Tinta's highly notable achievements in the industry, this collaboration sets the stone for UNIRAZAK's future plans. The step that we are embarking today aims at creating a greater good for the benefit of future learning and teaching environment in Malaysia. A little factor that contributes to this collaboration is that we at UNIRAZAK are intrigued by what was expressed in Sekolah Tinta's vision statement, which is dedicated to improving the lives of students. We could not agree more. As an educational institution, UNIRAZAK recognizes the importance of qualified teaching professionals and the relationship between teachers' qualifications and the quality of students' learning environment. Therefore, we are honored to provide study pathways for teachers at Sekolah Tinta to enhance their qualifications at tertiary levels. Partnerships such as what we are witnessing today will pave the way for teaching professionals to have increased access to quality tertiary education that will assist them as they continue to provide a better learning experience and wider exposure towards high quality education for many generations of students to come. On that note, as we proceed in formalizing this partnership, and as we work hand in hand to further strengthen our ties in coming up with more joint initiatives that benefit our education system as a whole, I will take this opportunity to thank everyone involved, and I wish continued success to both our institutions. For all the beloved students of Sekolah Tinta, we hope the efforts of both UNIRAZAK and Sekolah Tinta will inspire you to continuously give your best in chasing after your dreams. As educators, your success is our priority. Once again, congratulations to UNIRAZAK and Sekolah Tinta on this pivotal occasion, and with utmost enthusiasm, I look forward to seeing the advantages that both our institutions will gain through this collaboration in the future for the future of our education industry. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Professor, for the wonderful remarks. Now, please enjoy our second video presentation by UNIRAZAK. Now, without further ado, let us move on to our main agenda of the day. We will now witness the signing ceremony. Dear gracious guests, Mr. Muhammad Hafizi Mihzan and Professor Datin Paduka Dr. Samsina, please, if you may sign on the document prepared. Next is the presentation of a Memorandum of Understanding. Therefore, I would like to invite both guests to display the documents. Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Hafizi Mihzan and Professor Datin Paduka Dr. Samsinar. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of our ceremony. Thank you very much for watching the live stream of today's event. We hope all of you have enjoyed the program. Here is wishing Tinta Pendidikan Sendirian Berhad and Universiti Tun Abdul Razak the best. May this success lead to greater achievement in the years to come. Before we end this session, we would like to take this opportunity to remind everybody to stay safe and meet the pandemic. Dedalu melata menumpang perumah, senang kelihatan, senang diperhati. Jika kita duduk di rumah, virus jangkitan boleh dihenti. Once again, thank you and have a great day ahead. Assalamualaikum.